I have been sort of voicing out my opinion since I was young, and I come from a family where my mom's very outspoken. She's always been very accepting of like me speaking my mind, and I feel like since I was young I've always been sort of rewarded for that behavior, because people always tell me that, you know, I'm very honest and I'm a straight shooter, and they appreciate it. And I guess I just naturally grew up that way, thinking that, you know, it's good to express yourself, you know, be able to tell people what you feel rather than just keep it all in. If I'm wrong, then I'll say I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm not wrong, so I'm never wrong. There are like times where I feel like, you know, if I say certain things, it's not gonna go down well, and a lot of times I kind of just consult my inner circle of friends, or you know, so I just ask people around me like, what do you think? I'm gonna, like, for example, I'm gonna do like an ISIS makeup tutorial. So I told my friends, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and they were like, ha ha ha, yeah, you really should, you know. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm filming it on Tuesday. Then we're like, are you freaking kidding me? Please don't. You'll go to jail. And I was just like, why? I don't understand. Like, I feel that it's okay. And yeah, so I kind of like listened to where they were coming from, and sort of like thought about it and decided, okay, well, you know, they do have valid concerns, and I will address some of those by toning certain parts down, or making sure, you know, not to mention any religion at all, you know, stuff like that it might be sensitive to some people, just as they expected. There were people who were upset about it, but at the end of the day, I still believe in what I believe, and if I think that there's nothing wrong, I'll still go ahead and just publish it, I guess. Everything that you post online, you always attract this bunch of people. It's almost like their job is to be professionally offended at every single freaking thing in the world, and you attract this bunch of people because the people who agree with you are not going to say much. It is always the most vocal bunch who misconstrue what you're saying. And I was under attack by Facebook page SMRT, so there were a lot haters at that point. I have seen haters actually curse that like my child, my family die. Like, honestly, I don't mind whatever you do to me, but just leave my family out of it, you know. But at the end of the day, I guess it's just words, and it has no effect. For most of my controversial articles, I get a little bit scared before I publish them, because I know that they may be sensitive to some people, I guess. Society is more and more sensitive nowadays, and just less and less things are acceptable. I just sort of make sure that with every line of attack that you're gonna give to me, I have an answer for you, and that's what I sort of like prepare myself for before I publish anything. I think that a lot of times, like as social creatures, like we all have to live in a cohesive society. A lot of times people have opinions that they don't dare to voice out because they're afraid of backlash, of people not liking them, or people getting angry with them, or even more concrete things like losing their jobs or getting expelled out of school. It's not fair to say that, oh, they're being cowardly, or being, you know, like, why you got things don't dare to say. I understand that not everyone is like me, where it's like it's almost part of my job to sort of push the boundaries and give my opinions. But I do feel that if you do have an opinion and you can validate it with your own explanation of why, then you shouldn't be that afraid of voicing it out. Just sort of explain yourself. And I feel that actually, like, a lot of times people are scared, but you know, I have realized that people around me, they are more accepting than I expect that they would be. There are many people who come to me, and these are like just everyday people on the streets, and they say, you know, like, I really like reading your blog because a lot of times I agree with your views, and those are not necessarily the kind of things that I can say in real life. It's good enough that I can just like the post, you know. That's their way of saying, yeah, I agree. So I do think that Singaporeans should be a little bit more vocal. I think that as long as you are able to substantiate your thoughts, and that you're coming from a good place, that people around you, they would most likely be able to sort of accept what you're saying. However, I still think it's important to say what you want to say, even if it is an unpopular opinion, because otherwise we'll all just be kind of this fake robots going around pretending that everything is super like kumbaya and there are no problems in the world. So that is not true. You need to solve problems, so we'll have to start by talking about them.